DOT week, right around the corner, May 4th.
May 4 through 6, 72 hours of hell.
I don't know if it's that bad, but anyway, what are some things that you got to focus on during this period?
All right, this year, the main focus of DOT will be lights and hours of service. But don't fall asleep, because that's not the only thing that we're going to be looking at. We usually perform about 15 level 1 inspections per minute for those 72 hours. So
And remember, level 1 is everything. They're going to look CDLs, medical cards. They're going to want to see everything.
Absolutely. So let's talk about the little things that you can do to be a successful driver of the week while making all the money in the world.
So start with the easy one, lights.
Lights.
Make sure they're working, but not only that, also make sure, guys, do the extra step, make sure you're washing your truck and trailer, because that appearance is going to go a long way. I mean, you want to separate yourself from the pack.
Absolutely, because trust me, there's going to be a whole bunch of clunkers, dirty trucks in the scales. Man, like I drove for quite some years, and my truck was always nice and clean, and I was just like, I never even felt the stress of the DOT week. It was never a thing. I was like, does anybody get inspected that week? Because I never did. I never did.
Appearance is everything, even when you do get stopped, right? Just be patient, guys. Everybody's going through it. It's not you. Don't be victimized. Just have patience and be courteous to the guy.
Absolutely. Then when it comes down to hours of service violations, make sure you don't do no violations. Don't abuse no PC. Don't fuel off duty. Don't do anything else stupid, because sometimes you guys, come up with some cute ideas where you think that if you're gonna correct the facts that you already have listed on your e-log, like for example, you are PCing for 5 minutes, let's say, to whatever you do, and then once DOT pulls you over, you trying to explain it to them and say something along the lines like, well, that was actually, I was actually checking in with a customer here. Right there, you admitting that you falsified your log. You will get false log violation. So whatever is on your log, this is what happened. If it says on the, yep, sir, this is what happened. Yeah. If it says you were off duty or personal convenience movement, if that's what it says on your log, this is what happened. Never gonna have any problems.
And that's not just for this week. I mean, that's always a thing, but especially this week, man, because that is going to be, I open to level 1 right away.
Absolutely. You mess up once and it's just going to escalate from there. So you wanna enter into the inspection on a very, very good terms. We check your log, we see your lights on, most likely you're just going to go. If something goes, if a warning signal comes up at that point, then you're up for a bigger challenge. What else do we need to have for hours of service?
It's pretty simple. Sometimes we overlook it because everything's electronic now. Make sure you have paper logs on you guys. That's part of the audit. Whether it's just maybe a couple loose leaves that JJ Keller has them, they're just logs there, or the old school logbook in itself. That's part of the audit. Make sure you have that with you. And also the instructions for the official, for him to
access your ELD.
Even though he knows how to do it, he wants to see that paper version of that in your permit book. So it's a good opportunity before May 4th to dig through there and look for any items that need to be updated. Insurance, paper logs, like I said, and also the instructions for access.
Absolutely. At the same time, if you don't have it or if you don't know what it looks like, better to have 2 copies than none.
There you go.
Call your safety department. Our hours of service persons gonna actually call all the drivers and make sure that we have everything that we need. And if we don't, everyone is gonna get a nice copy with 8 pages of logs and the access form for a DOT. All we're gonna need to do is just go to truck stop or whatever. A lot of our drivers these days have printers, so that's not even a thing.
Yeah.
So here we go, and we're gonna have everything that we need to have, and it's going to be actually a very good week for some of those, best of the best to make some money, because
the rates go up. Yeah,
the rates go up every year. Every year during DOT week is the time to make the money.
Yeah. So don't hide under the bed.
Don't hide under the bed if you're a real driver. And in general, DOT week, if you're a serious driver, what does DOT week mean to you? Nothing. Yeah. It's just another day in the truck. No big deal. You get pulled over, you pass it, and you carry on.
Another day with better rates. There you go.
Take care, guys.
Drive safe.